Tesla and Elon Musk are playing the game way better than you think. Today, I'm going to be covering exactly what is happening with Tesla and Bitcoin, and it may blow your mind. Hey guys, Sheldon Evans here, welcome back. Or if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on all of those bell notifications. As you know, it really does help the channel grow. If you find any of this information useful or informative, please give it a thumbs up as well. Right, so I'm sure you guys noticed the absolute bloodbath across the markets yesterday, and this is due mainly to two news events. The Vitalik dog meme coin news, as well as the Tesla Bitcoin news, which is what we will discuss first. Now, Tesla has suspended payments with Bitcoin, and this may come as a shock or a surprise due to them just recently announcing that they would be accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. And the reason that they gave for this is that they're concerned about the rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions. But surely, due to such a huge change or a monumental move in the cryptocurrency market with Tesla, a public company accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, they would have done their due diligence and known that Bitcoin uses mostly renewable energy resources for its mining, and at least researched how much of that is due to fossil fuels. And Elon Musk is noting as well that the energy usage trend over the past few months is insane. It's increasing. And this is true. This is due to the increase in the bull market, right? But something doesn't seem right here. You see, Elon Musk knows that Bitcoin incentivizes renewable energy. He acknowledged this tweet from Jack on Twitter just on the 22nd of April that Bitcoin incentivizes renewable energy. If Bitcoin needs anything, it's more white papers. And this is what the reply to Square Crypto was, that Elon Musk acknowledged this, he read this, and he saw this. But how much energy does Bitcoin really use? Is it the most? Is it really, really terrible for the environment? Or does it not really impact it that much? Well, if we look at the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, we can see that the department estimates the crypto's annualized energy return or consumption to be around 127 terawatt hours. Now, this is somewhat similar, even though slightly less, than what it takes to mine gold, which is around 132 terawatt hours. So it does actually use a slightly less amount of electricity to mine Bitcoin than it does to mine gold. Now, while that is not necessarily a good thing for the environment, it's not necessarily a bad thing for the environment either. So what is Tesla doing? Why would they make this huge announcement suddenly saying that they're so concerned with the environment? Well, of course, they're an electric car company, they're an EV company, so it maybe is in their best interest to favor things that are green or good for the environment. Now, we've got this tweet here saying that unless you've switched your rockets and battery manufacturing to the more sustainable energy, you're going to look like a clueless big hypocrite here. The world needs sound money far more than it needs your rockets and government-subsidized electric cars. Now, the interesting thing here is the government-subsidized electric cars. We need to look at where Tesla makes their money. What is their incentive for making electric cars? How are they making a profit? And the secret weapon is renewable energy credits. This is where the information or the crazy news is. You see, Tesla dominates the renewable energy credit market, the REC market for clean vehicles, an environmental financing tool that is responsible for the company's string of quarterly profits. You see, Tesla makes most of their profits from selling these renewable energy credits to other companies that have harsh impacts on the environment and need to be subsidized in order to avoid paying these harsh fines for CO2 emissions. And one such company is Fiat Chrysler. And we had an announcement from them just last week that they would be entering the renewable energy market. You see, Tesla made more money selling credits and Bitcoin than cars. Now, you may know that Tesla sold some of its Bitcoin recently, and this could potentially lead into this news that we received yesterday that they're no longer accepting Bitcoin. This could lead into that. Now, Tesla recorded another profitable quarter in the first 3 months of 2021, even with two of its models on the sideline, posting a net income of $500 million, while recording $10.4 billion in revenue. The profit didn't materialize thanks to car sales, however, which is ostensibly the main business of an automaker. You see, the emissions credits accounted for $518 million in revenue and a pre-tax income of $533 million and a net income of $438 million. So we can see that majority of the profits from Tesla is due to the renewable energy credits that they're selling to other automakers. Now, why is this a problem? Why is this important information? Well, Stellantis, the company that I mentioned just earlier, is set to hit emission targets without Tesla's help. So the Franco-Italian car maker Stellantis expects to achieve its European carbon dioxide emissions targets this year without environmental credits bought from Tesla. So usually they would have to purchase these credits from Tesla in order to meet these limits and these guidelines. But they're looking to enter the EV market themselves. Many other companies are looking to enter the EV markets themselves. And what this poses is a threat to Tesla. It poses a threat to Tesla's profits. They have to do something drastic. They have to fight back to secure their profits and make them a profitable, sustainable company in the long run. You see, Tesla and Elon Musk's main focus is not cryptocurrency. I mentioned this in a tweet yesterday, which if you aren't yet, I suggest you go follow me on Twitter. Elon Musk is this huge billionaire, thought leader, key opinion leader that comes into crypto and immediately has authority because he is a huge, well-known public figure. People respect many of his decisions, so they follow him blindly. Now, having this authority in an industry that isn't your main industry can have a huge effect on the market. And you can say and do whatever you want, and the market will react to that. Of course, legality aside, this is just talking about the impact on the market. Now, Elon Musk comes into the market of cryptocurrency, which is arguably not his main focus at all. He doesn't really care about the finance industry. His focus is on getting people to Mars. His focus is on electric renewable energy, renewable electric vehicles, and so on. So he doesn't really care about cryptocurrency. He's just doing this because it's fun to him. It's interesting to him. He's the meme god, the techno king. So when he finds things like Dogecoin, he immediately attaches to that because it's interesting to him. He's not in cryptocurrency for the tech just yet. I'm not saying that he would be in the future. Perhaps this is even a move to potentially create his own cryptocurrency that would then come as the savior or the hero to save the day from the harmful cryptocurrency mining that we're currently seeing. But that is also another theory. So you'll see this Stellantis company will no longer need to call on European CO2 credits, and the FCA will no longer have to pool with Tesla or anyone. So what I'm saying here is that Tesla is making a huge move to increase their profits. They are looking to increase their main goal, which is profit making from their renewable energy credit sales. And we know this because just 24 hours ago, we got an exclusive that Tesla seeks entry into the US renewable energy fuel credit market. You see, Tesla is seeking to enter the multi-billion-dollar US renewable credit market, hoping to profit from the Biden administration's march towards zero emission goals, two sources familiar with the matter said. See, Tesla's entry could potentially reshape the renewable energy credit market established in the mid-2000s to boost the US biofuel industry. The entry of Tesla and other electric vehicle makers to the renewable energy scheme could attract investment for a much-needed infrastructure network, including charging stations for electric vehicles. So Tesla wants to cement themselves as the leader in the renewable energy credit market, in the renewable source market. So their focus is not on cryptocurrency. Their focus does not care at all about what happens to Bitcoin or Dogecoin or anything for that matter. Their focus is on the renewable energy market, and they will do whatever they can, at least in the eyes of the directors and the big decision makers in the company, to support that and to fuel the growth of that side of their business. Even though they have things like electric vehicles, like we've said, that doesn't fuel their profits. That doesn't drive their profits. Their main goal is this renewable energy sector. So what we're seeing here is a huge PR stunt, PR move from the big heads at Tesla to fuel this growth and increase the profits for Tesla because it's good for the company, it's good for the stock, it's good for the shareholders. This is all a huge PR stunt. So when people come into crypto, I want this to be made very clear. When these huge key opinion leaders and thought leaders come into crypto, even though they're billionaires, whether it's Mark Cuban, whether it's Chamath Palihapitiya, whether it's Elon Musk, whoever it is that comes into this market, they aren't experts in this. They don't know more than the people who've been here for many, many years. Just because someone is a billionaire or is a successful person in a select industry or in their native industry, it doesn't mean they know what is going on everywhere in the world. And this is why I encourage everyone to have independent thought and think for themselves, even though those are two of the same things. That didn't make any sense. But what I'm saying is, it is important to make sound decisions on your own and try and analyze exactly what is going on behind the scenes, because often it's a lot more complicated and a lot more shrouded in mirrors and shadows than you expect. And this is one of those cases. So it's important to look beyond the curtain and find out what is going on behind the scenes, why these things are happening. Many people were pointing to tons of conspiracy theories saying that Elon Musk is perhaps just a crazy man and he's doing this. He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's doing what is best for his company. He's doing what is best for himself. And that is all we have here. So which cryptocurrency will Elon Musk accept? Is he going to accept Doge? Is he going to accept Cardano? Is he going to accept Ethereum? That doesn't matter. That does not matter in the long run. I've said this on Twitter as well, that these small hiccups, these small things that happen along the way do not matter in the long run whatsoever. Cryptocurrency will succeed without the help of Elon Musk. Cryptocurrency will succeed without Tesla accepting crypto as a form of payment. Sure, it helps get mass adoption because many more people hear about cryptocurrency, but it will do that on its own. It will do that through TikTok investors. It will do that through Twitter. It will do that through a pure use case of people adopting cryptocurrency as the base layer or the base financial layer of the world. We don't need these people in order for cryptocurrency to succeed. These are small blips along the way that perhaps help in the short term, like we did see when Tesla first initially accepted Bitcoin. But in the long run, these things don't matter at all. So I encourage you to not worry about these things. The bull run has not ended. This is not the end of cryptocurrency forever. I've been here for many, many years. And trust me, we've seen all of this before. We've seen all of this FUD. We've seen all of this negativity. We've seen all of these horrible things, which we'll talk about in a second as well with what happened with Vitalik. These are all just little blips in the road. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. So we do also have news from Charles Hoskinson saying that he wants to talk to Elon Musk. He's willing to help him accept Cardano as a form of payment for Bitcoin, for Tesla. And what I'm saying here, again, this doesn't even matter. Even though this might create some news, this might create some waves in the market saying that, ooh, Tesla might accept Cardano as a form of payment. Again, this doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. This is but a small thing in the bigger realm of things when it comes to cryptocurrency. And speculating on things like this, I've seen some TikTok investors saying, perhaps Elon Musk would come out with a tweet and Dogecoin will moon, or if this happens on SNL, on Saturday Night Live, Dogecoin will moon. These are all speculative bets. You're just gambling if you're playing in the market this way. You're just might as well go to the casino and throw your money on a random number on the roulette table. So these are all speculative bets. Stick to the fundamentals, stick to the base of cryptocurrency, and you'll succeed in the market no matter what. Hold long term, invest in good projects, understand what you're buying, and you'll be fine. Now, talking about the dip, we do have Michael Saylor again capitalizing on this and adding more to his bag, additional 271 Bitcoins or $15 million in cash for MicroStrategy. So this is obviously his company that he's the CEO of. Now, Michael Saylor has been sort of the savior, perhaps, for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, for Bitcoin. So while we do have both sides of the coin here, we have Elon Musk sort of fudding at this moment, we have Michael Saylor saving the market. And again, even though these are great PR stunts, these are great things for cryptocurrency, it does not matter when it comes down to fundamentals. All of this is just news. All of this is just hype around the subject. That's why we have these bull runs. These are just hype cycles that we're in currently. This stuff doesn't matter at all. Stick to the fundamentals and you'll be fine. Now, let's get on to the second huge piece of news, which I also tweeted about. Please go follow me on Twitter. That's all I want. I just want followers on Twitter. I'm kidding. I really don't care about followers on Twitter. I've spoken about this before. But that is beside the point again. Vitalik donated more than $60 million to charity yesterday. Now, if you don't know who Vitalik Buterin is, he is the founder of Ethereum. And what has happened is Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Akita, all of these different meme coins, these dog meme coins, have seen a huge hype recently. And this hype is also fueled thanks to Elon Musk, right? We've seen Elon Musk basically hyping up Dogecoin, and in so it creates a ripple effect that leads on to other Doge or meme coins like this. Now, what these creators did is that they sent 50% of the supply of Shiba Inu to Vitalik's address. Now, this is usually seen as a PR stunt. So because everything is visible on the blockchain, you can see every transaction that is made on the blockchain and everybody's wallet. Vitalik Buterin's wallet is public on the blockchain. So what they did was they sent a large amount of the tokens to his address. So when people see that, or people that follow his address get notified of this, that sort of inspires them to purchase the token as well, to see that, oh, even Vitalik is supporting our project. Even Vitalik is supporting our meme coin project. So they buy into it, and that further fuels the hype. But what they didn't expect was that Vitalik would then sell those tokens, or perhaps start transacting with them and moving them around. And this is what caused huge chaos and fear yesterday, because people didn't understand what was going on, why these coins were dumping. But what had happened was somebody had noticed that Vitalik started moving these transactions around. And this was actually moving these coins around. And this was actually in the white paper of the Shiba Inu token, which I mentioned on Twitter as well, is that they mentioned in the thing that they said sent 50% of their supply to Vitalik's wallet in the hope that he wouldn't sell it, that he would just see it and leave it there. But he did. He donated most of these coins to foundations and to charities that he believed in. One such charity is the India COVID Relief Fund, where he donated $1 billion to the COVID Relief Fund. Now, it's essential that you realize that he didn't actually donate $1 billion. It might have been $1 billion worth of the token that he sent, but the liquidity doesn't allow for that to be sold. So it's probably closer to $5 million or $10 million, depending on how fast the liquidity would be drained. But these funds have responded. They have confirmed receipt of these donations and said that they will sell it slowly over time so that not to cause a crash in the market. So they are thinking for investors. Of course, this is a huge thing for meme coins. This is a huge thing for the cryptocurrency market. These dog coins were congesting the network like crazy, and Vitalik decided to do something about that. Now, I've had some comments from people saying that, oh, well, that goes out the window for decentralization if Vitalik can just control the market like this. Well, it's actually not on Vitalik's watch to control the market like this. It is actually the token's fault. The Shiba Inu token and the Akita token, whoever they are, that sent their tokens to Vitalik's wallet. They sent 50% of their supply to the creator of Ethereum and were hoping that he wouldn't sell them or do anything with them. So that is their fault. That is just a stupid thing to do. And he acted on it and did it in something that, in a way that would help the market and help people that actually needed this money. Now, you could argue that the investors who put their life savings into these Doge or into these meme coins also lost a ton of money, and it's bad for them. Again, you know my thoughts on this. I think it's gambling investing in these coins. It's just a speculative bet. You're not investing in any good tech or anything or any good fundamentals at all. So I'm not saying that these investors deserve to get wrecked or these investors deserve to get rug pulled. All I'm saying is you need to understand your risk when you're investing in these meme coins. Now, he did donate 660 billion SHIB, 140 billion Akita, 43 billion Elon, and also removed 13,000 wrapped ETH in liquidity from Uniswap. And he donated all of these to different funds. Of course, the one is the India COVID Relief Fund. He also sent to a life extension research company. So I think that's here, the Methuselah Foundation, which focuses on making people live longer. It's also something that I truly believe in and think is very important. I don't believe in making people live forever, even though that would be amazing. I do believe that making people live longer and have a longer health span rather than a longer lifespan is very important. This company focuses on making the new 90 years old. So it's an important thing. It's something that I truly believe in. So I'm glad that he did that. He also sent 500 ETH and 10% of his SHIB tokens to Crypto COVID Relief, which I just mentioned. And Akita, he sent to Gitcoin, which is focused on grants for the Gitcoins community multisig. So Ethereum focused grants to help developers. So he's done good things with this money. He's sent it to people who actually need it. Of course, many people are going to disagree with this. Many people are going to say he should have sent it somewhere else. But again, you didn't get sent those funds, so he can do with them whatever he wants. Now, you may have noticed that I pulled up the Fear and Greed Index recently as well. And this is due to the Fear and Greed Index being on close to extreme greed. We will start going lower, perhaps due to this FUD, due to these two major news events that I've just mentioned. And the reason being is I always highlight the quote by Warren Buffett, which is, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. And right now, it is time to be greedy. So what does that mean? It means buy the dip. Learn from large investors. Learn from smart people who have made more money than you, who have invested better than you. And what they always say is buy the dip. We are in the trend. We are in the upward trend. We are in the bull market. If you bought every dip along this bull market, you would be an insane profit right now. So when you see this crypto and fear greed index start decreasing, that's a good time to buy. Then I just want to cover some bullish news for crypto as well, that the investment bank Cowen is set to offer institutional grade crypto custody. Now, you guys know I think that this is very important when it comes to getting more institutional investment or more regulated investment into cryptocurrency. The thing that scares a lot of investors off is that cryptocurrency or holding it and having custody of it yourself can be a huge risk, and getting companies to then maybe figure out how to hold their cryptocurrency on their own and pass it off to secondhand companies like BlockFi or Celsius or any of these yield-bearing protocols and businesses can add an additional counterparty risk to custody of that cryptocurrency. So when a bank like this, an investment bank, comes along and says, look, we'll hold custody of your cryptocurrency, we'll possibly insure it, and we'll handle this for you on behalf of these huge institutions and businesses. This is actually very good for the cryptocurrency space because it will provide more encouragement for these institutions to get into cryptocurrency because they don't have to be worried about losing a cryptocurrency or basically becoming their own bank. While this sort of plays against the decentralization of cryptocurrency, plays against the self-custody side of cryptocurrency, it is good if we want to see a large amount of institutional investment come to crypto. So very bullish on this. Very, very good news we have here. We also have the news that you can buy condos with Doge in Portugal as a crypto real estate listings saw. Now, the reason that I have this here is not because it's important that you can buy real estate with Doge. I want to show how headlines can be changed and manipulated to feed into a certain narrative. So you can buy condos with Doge in Portugal as crypto real estate listings saw. You see, this is not the news here. You can buy real estate in Portugal with Cardano, Dogecoin, BTC, and pretty much a ton of different cryptocurrencies. That's not necessarily just Doge that you can buy this with, but they're feeding into this narrative. They know that it's going to drive views. They know that it's going to drive clicks. So again, when I say be an independent thinker, I refer to things like this. Understand what is happening in the headlines, what people are saying, what narrative they're trying to push, and make good decisions and choices on your own. We also have some news from Crypto.com becoming the first cryptocurrency platform to receive an MFSA Class 3 license, which is the Malta's Class 3 Virtual Financial Assets license. And this is very important as well. Just as we had the investment bank providing custody, it's somewhat similar. So being the first global cryptocurrency platform to receive a Class 3 VFA license from the MFSA is a major milestone for the industry as a whole. We are proud to lead the industry into regulatory compliance, ensuring consumer safety and protection in the EU, and look forward to securing licenses in every country we operate in. So Crypto.com has been growing at an astronomical rate. They had 5 million users in October 2020, doubling to 10 in February, and they're aiming for 100 million by 2023. So a huge exchange that is being regulated, or at least working towards regulation and clear regulatory guidelines for cryptocurrency. Very, very important as well. You guys know that I am a fan of regulation, but not a fan of over-regulation. Regulation sort of legitimizes the asset. It brings sound investment, institutional investment to the industry. But when we have things like hype, Dogecoins and meme coins and all of this, it sort of encourages over-regulation and may regulate cryptocurrency into the ground. Although things like this is what we need. We need solid investment. We need solid regulation from industry leaders, and not over-regulation due to hype and people losing tons of money in market manipulation. And finally, we have Uniswap flipping Bitcoin on daily revenue, and it's more impressive than you think. So I'm sure you guys would have remembered from a previous video when I said that Ethereum had the highest daily fees, and Uniswap recently surpassed Bitcoin, coming second in that. So Uniswap V2 LP fees finally passed Bitcoin network fees on the 7-day average, and it would be even higher if they tracked version 3. Now, the reason this is important is that it shows that a ton of volume is on decentralized exchanges. There's a ton of usage for decentralization, for decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. So some people are saying, how is this a good thing? How is it a good thing that these fees are so high? Now, you need to remember that these fees are not due to Ethereum's high gas fees. This is a separate entity. This is Ethereum fees that are paid to the liquidity providers on Uniswap. So this is a good thing. It means that more liquidity is being provided to Uniswap. It means more transactions are taking place, and it's happening and providing a revenue source to those who are providing liquidity, and that incentivizes more to provide liquidity. So very good news on the decentralization front. Although, as you guys know, optimism is around the corner. This is what will lower the fees on Uniswap, the actual gas fees, not the liquidity providing fees. So Ethereum fees are incredibly high right now. It is slowing the network down. It's slowing adoption of Ethereum. But with optimism around the corner, we could possibly see a huge boost in DeFi summer again. We could see a ton of new members or people coming towards crypto and investing in DeFi because of this. So optimism, even though we don't have a scheduled date for it and was due to come sometime after Uniswap V3 came out, we don't have a date for it, but some people are speculating that it might be closer than we think, and this is due to whitelisted projects including Uniswap. Another whitelisted DeFi project, Synthetics, has just completed an upgrade to enable optimism trading, although there's no confirmation on when it will go live. So there may be a lean towards Uniswap getting implementing this first because they are a whitelisted project, but we of course don't have any timeline for this. But once it's implemented, I believe, and these fees have lowered, we'll start seeing huge adoption and a huge increase in transactions across the Ethereum network. I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. I covered some very important information for this recent market dip. So hopefully it didn't scare any of you out and you did end up buying the dip. If you find any of this information useful, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, it really does help the channel grow and I really do appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your conspiracy theories. Let me know what you think is going on with the market. As always, I shall see you in the next video. Cheers.